if the gaya of al-philosoph is isabatul haq, achieving the truth, so that is the gaya of al-philosoph. Then the gaya to falsafa will be marifatul haqiqiyya, marifatul haqiqatul ashya. Okay, so the al-wusul ala al-haqiqa, the realization of the truth, So that is, we can get it from this answer also. Okay, so we can continue from there. Gayatul philosoph is isabatul haq, wa gayatul falsafa al-wusul ila al-haqiqa. Okay, so that is according to scientifically. Practically, min haythul amal, practically, gayatul philosoph is al-amalu bil haqiqa. Okay, al-amalu bil haqq, using the truth. Istikhdam al-haqiqa fi hayatina al-yawmiyya, using the truth of things in our daily activity. لأن معرفة الحق كمال الإنسان وتمام نوعه, because knowing the truth and using the truth is a completion of human aspect. So that is that about Ta'riful Falsafa, and about Al-Philosoph, and about Ghayatul Falsafa and Ghayatul Philosoph. Now, the division of philosophy, the types of philosophy according to Al-Kindi. Taqsimul Falsafa inda Al-Kindi, يقسم الكندي الفلسفة بالمعنى العام أولا إلى قسمين. Okay, generally, generally, Al-Kindi divides all philosophy into two divisions. Number one is ilmun, okay, falsafatun ilmiya. Number two, falsafatun amaliya. Falsafatun ilmiya, falsafatun amaliya. Okay, ilmiya, you can also call it nazariya. Falsafatun nazariya wa amaliya. Okay, ilmiya, scientific or theoretical philosophy. Amaliya, practical philosophy. So that is generally. Okay, generally, he divides all philosophies into two. There is theoretical philosophy and there is practical philosophy. What is theoretical philosophy? Al-falsafa al-ulum wal-afkar allati tudrasu min al-kitab khasatan. So things that we learn, we study from the books, things that we study from nature, things that we study, we learn from among ourselves, from other creatures. So these are Nazariya. Amaliya, things, after studying all this from nature, from the books, from ourselves, what we do, the product, natija, what we use, the benefit, what we use it for. So that is Amali. Okay. Now, if we ask Al-Kindi, which of the two is better? Ayyuhuma afdalu? Okay, we will find the answer as falsafatu amaliya, because there is no benefit in knowing something without practicalizing it. Okay, and also al-amalu bila ilmi is also not good. Okay, so that is so we have a general statement in Arabic statement that say al-ilmu bila amali ka shajaratin bila thamari. Okay, so studying, learning without practicalizing it is just like a tree that has no fruit. Okay, so that is, and also al-amalu bila ilmi is also like a thamaru bila shajar. Okay, so getting a fruit, but we do not know the type of tree of this fruit. Okay, when you read bila ilmi, so what Al-Kindi means by al-ilmi here is al-falsafatun nazariya. Okay, so what he means by al-amal here is al-falsafatul amaliya. وَذَلِكَ التَّقْسِيمُ مَبْنِيٌّ عَلَى أَنَّهُ يُقَسِّمُ النَّفْسَ إِلَى قِسْمَيْنِ. Okay, so his division is because of because he believes that an-nafsul insan is divided into two. Okay, human psychology is divided into two. Number one is al-fikri, number two is al-hissi. Okay, fikri, thought about rationality, hiss about feelings. Okay, so human beings, basically, according to Al-Kindi, is of two divisions. There are two major parts of human being. One is al-kismul ala, and the other one is al-kismul asfal. So the higher part of the body, then the lower part of the body. The higher part of the body is the al-kismul fikri. The lower is al-kismu al-hissi. Okay, where we feel things. Okay, so that is, so he divides, he takes al-falsafa as a complete body of human being. Okay, al-falsafa as a complete body of human being. So where the arasu is related to al-nazari and al-jismu, okay, is related to al-amali. So there is no benefit for what we know here, the knowledge that we know here, that our body, that we cannot practicalize, that people cannot see in us. So that is what he wants us to understand. So بحيث يكون العلم هو القسم الفكري. Okay, so al-ilmu is the fikri, okay, which is يتعلق بالمعقولات, which is related to rationals, things that we can use our mind to understand. وَالْعَمَلُ هُوَ الْقِسْمُ الْإِسِّيُّ. Okay, so this is here. Okay, so al-fikri is related to al-ilmi, al-fikri, al-amali, okay, is al-hissi. Okay, so that is why, because human body is divided into two, and who studies philosophy? Human being. So therefore, human beings study philosophy for two things: theoretical activity and practical activity. So theory, fikri, and practical history. So that is the basic. ولما كانت الأشياء المعقولة إما مجرد عن المادة أصلا كالإلهيات أو مادية الأصل كالجواهر الجسمية فإنه يقسم العلم النظري إلى قسمين. Okay, and because the al-ashya'u al-maqula, okay, al-maqulat, the rationals, things that we know, we can study with our mind, are of two types. Number one is al-ilahiyat. Ilahiyat here is unseen things that we cannot see, invisible things, okay, invisibles, ilahiyat, invisibles, okay. Number two is visibles, materials, okay, materials, things that we can touch, that we can see, that we can feel, okay. So by this, because we use our mind to understand two things, ilahiyat and madiyya, things about unseen realm, things about invisible things that we cannot access, and things that we can access in the environment. So by this, he divides al-ulum al-nazariya, yani falsafatu nazariya, he divides it into two also. Number one, ilmu bil umur al-ilahiyya. Number two, ilmu bil umur al-masnu'a al-makhluqa. Okay, so basically we can say that dirasatun nazariya or falsafatun nazariya is divided into nazariyatun ilahiyatun and nazariyatun madiyatun. So very simply put, we can simply say al-falsafatun nazariya is divided into two. Okay, nazariyatun ilahiyatun, nazariyatun madiyatun. Okay, so just to understand this very simply. So that is the two divisions of what of the falsafatun nazariya, practical theoretical philosophy. And also what is the area ma huwa mawdu'ul falsafatul nazariyatul ilahiyya, what is the area, what is the focus? So these are the areas of religion. Al-umur wa-dirasat al-muta'alliqa bil-umur ad-diniyya, things that are related to what? to religion, religious aspect. So أما الفلسفة النظرية المادية دي الأمور والدراسات المتعلقة بالدراسات الطبيعية المخلوقات. Okay, so that is a very simple explanation to that. Okay, نظرية إلهية is related to divinities. Divinities, the studies about religion, religious studies of things. So the other one, Nazariya Madiyya. Okay, so the material theoretical philosophy is related to natural philosophies. Natures, the study of nature around us. Nature is everything. Okay, human being, we belong to nature. The trees, al-ashjar, al-athmar, al-buhur, wal-ahjar, wal-ashya' kullaha. They are all the parts of nature. Okay, وهذا ميل من الكندي إلى الإيمان بالدين واعتقاده التام في أن هذه الموجودات المحسوسة مصنوعة للباري تعالى. So this inclination of al-Kindi, okay, وهذا ميل من الكندي إلى الإيمان بالدين واعتقاده أن هذه الموجودات. So this is inclination. This shows that al-Kindi believes, okay, he is inclined towards Iman in religion. He believes in religion, theology, and he has a complete faith and belief that هذه الموجودات المحسوسة, the physical nature, the cosmology, okay, the physical cosmology is مصنوعة مخلوقة للباري تعالى. They were made by Allah. They were created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is the division of philosophy according to al-Kindi. Now we go further into الدراسة النظرية الفلسفة النظرية. الدين والفلسفة في نظر الكندي. Okay, the relationship between religion and philosophy according to al-Kindi. What is the connection? What is the relationship between al-falsafa and ad-din? So we are going to go into that, but before we go, very simply and directly and generally, ad-din is majal. Ad-din huwa majalun lidirasat an al-ilah wa ma yata'allaq bil ilahiyat. Wa amma al-falsafa khasatan, okay, خاصة في مفهومها الغربية يتعلق بالدراسات الأشياء المخلوقة الطبيعيات. Okay, religion generally is related to the study of divinity, about God, Malaika, Al-Rusul, Al-Anbiya, Al-Jannah, Al-Nar, Al-Amalu Salih, Al-Jaza'u, Al-Iqabu, Al-Mururu, Al-Sirati, wa ma ila dhalika. So these are the areas of what? A religion, a deen. But the areas and focus of al-falsafa, most especially in the concept of the Western understanding, in the Western conception, is what? The study of the cosmology, the study of things, the study of material, the understanding of materials. Okay, so here, how do we combine the two together? The study of divinity and the study of nature. Where do they connect? How do we combine the two together? So this is the focus of al-Kindi here. So what is the connection? Where did they connect? Where did they combine? What do they have in common? What do they have in common? Okay, before we go into the explanation of al-Kindi, okay, Allah is God. He has created a lot of things, and those things were created for our purpose, for our use. So now, how do we treat those things, and how do we relate to the nature around us? So that is the focus of al-Insan. So that is where the connection and the relationship between ad-din and al-falsafa comes in. Okay, so how do we relate among ourselves? Okay, how do we relate among ourselves? How do we relate with ourselves? Take care of ourselves take care of the family, take care of the environment, take care of the state, take care of the whole country. How do we relate to that? So this relation between the interrelation between things is the focus of the combination between ad-din and al-falsafa. Okay, how do we use al-falsafa to understand ad-din, and how do we use ad-din to explain al-falsafa? So this is the focus of the connection, okay, in between the two of them. Okay, so that is Al-Kindi, philosopher Muslim, عاش في وقت يختلف المسلمون في دراسة الفلسفة. Okay, so first of all, we should understand that Al-Kindi was first a Muslim, okay, Muslim Arab philosopher. عاش في وقت يختلف المسلمون في دراسة الفلسفة. He lived specifically at a time, okay, he lived specifically at a time when people are confused about what philosophy is. He lived at a time when people do not want things related to philosophy. When people had problems and issues with the concept of philosophy, the study of philosophy. Okay, and what were the issues that they had with it? Some would say that it is right to study it, and some will say it is not religious to study it. So those who believe that it is right to study it, they believe that we can use philosophy to explain religious aspects. And those who say we cannot use philosophy, we cannot study philosophy, they believe that using philosophy in religion will pollute religious understanding. Because the understanding is that philosophy is a paganistic aspect, tradition that comes from the Greek. And the Greek people, they were predominantly non-Muslims, non-religious people. So using non-religious things to interpret religious things will pollute and will cause a misconstrue to the understanding of religion. So these are the two basic major opinions, okay, surrounding the Dirasat al-Falsafiyya during the time of Al-Kindi. Okay, so Al-Kindi was in this environment, okay, a Muslim first, okay, a philosopher, an Arab, a theologian, okay, who was with his people and fellow scholars before. They had religious discussions, okay, and he was inclined to a particular sect, Al-I'tizaliyya. Okay, so that was the background, and that was the focus. The focus of Al-Kindi was how to unite, okay, how to inculcate falsafa into religion and religion into falsafa, meaning to say how to marry the two together. Okay, كيفية تزويج الفلسفة بالدين والدين بالفلسفة. How to marry philosophy into deen and deen into philosophy. Okay, أتجوز دراستها أم لا? So this is the major question. Okay, is it right to study philosophy or it is not right to study? وقد اشتد الخلاف والنزاع في هذا الموضوع فلا بد أن يتخذ فيلسوفنا لنفسه موقفا خاصا في هذه المسألة. So there were many and strong arguments regarding this. Okay, whether it is right or it is not right, whether it is good or it is not good, whether it is this or not that. So there are many arguments on that. Okay, so but Al-Kindi must take a position. He must have a position, whether it is good or it is not. But Al-Kindi, due to his conviction, due to his theological background and his interest in philosophy, agrees and believes that it is not bad to study al-falsafa. Okay, وخاصة وأن بعض المفكرين المسلمين في عصر الكندي قد ضرب عن الجدل صفحا ورفض إقامة العقائد عليه وهم طائفة السلف من الفقهاء وبعض الزهاد والمتصوفين. Okay, most especially during the time of Al-Kindi, so those people that we call fuqaha, the jurists, those who deal with fiqh, okay, and the zuhdi, those who are specialized in Zuhdi aspect of Islam, and the Mutasawwifin, the Sufis, they were against the study of al-falsafa. So they did not like al-jadal, debating, argument, discussing about things in religion. So they just take it lightly. Okay, Al-Kindi belonged to a sect, Al-Intizan, that is very much interested in al-jadal, al-munaqasha, al-muhawara, okay, at-tadarusu bayna anfusina. So due to his background, so he was inclined to the fact that Dirasatul Falsafa is not dirasatun haramiyya. It is not prohibited. It's not makruha. It is, but he gives some conditions. Later we are going to mention that. Okay. ولما كانت الفلسفة في نظر الكندي هي علم الأشياء بحقائقها فإنه يدخل في ذلك علم الربوبية. Okay, so as we said, according to Al-Kindi, so the meaning of philosophy to him is علم الأشياء بحقائقها. So hakiko, haqa'iqul ashya, al-ashya, yeah, when we mention al-ashya, okay, so al-ashya, under al-ashya, as we mentioned before, we have ilmul rububiyya under ashya, we have ilmul wahdaniyya under ashya, we have ilmul fadila under al-ashya, we have wa jumlatu kullu ilmin nafi'un mufid yahdi al-insan ila al-khair, and all other forms of knowledge that is beneficial to human being. So that is all under al-ashya. So by this, وَيُبْعِدُهُ عَنِ الشَّرِّ, any form of knowledge that gives benefit to human being and prevents human being from ashar, from all evils, so that is under al-ashya. وَهَذَا فِي نَظَرِهِ هُوَ مَا جَاءَ بِهِ الرُّسُلُ الصَّادِقُونَ مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. So by this ilmul ashya bihaqa'iqiha is the message that the messengers of God brought from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the humanity. Okay? فَإِنَّهُمْ جَاءُوا بِالْإِقْرَارِ بِرُبُوبِيَّةِ اللَّهِ وَحْدَهُ. They came to establish the lordship of Allah alone, وَلُزُومِ الْفَضَائِلِ, and they want us to maintain al-fada'il, maintenance of fada'il, good virtues, good practice, good ethics, good conduct, okay? Al-murtadatu indahu wa tarku ar-radha'il. So the messengers of God, they came with the message that we should leave all forms of evils. Anything that is not related to Allah, we should leave it. Anything that is against the good conduct, we should leave it. Okay? وَعَلَى ذَلِكَ فَالدِّينُ وَالْفَلْسَفَةُ يَتَّفِقَانِ عَلَى غَايَةٍ وَاحِدَةٍ فِي الْحَقِيقَةِ. So based on this interpretation, religion and philosophy, they are both together. Okay? They are both together. They have one purpose in reality. The purpose is dirasat haqa'iqul ashya, ma'rifatu haqa'iqul ashya, ilmu bi haqa'iqul ashya. So if that is the purpose of religion, if that is purpose of al-falsafa, then we say that wala munafatun bainahuma. There is no disagreement, there is no argument between ad-din, between religion and philosophy. Wa min huna yuhajimu al-Kindi da al-falsafa wa khusumuha. So here al-Kindi attacks those people who oppose philosophy and those who oppose the specification of philosophy. Wa yaqul. So he says here, inna ida'u ha'ula'i lil-falsafa nashi'un an su'i qasdi minhum. So the reason why the inna ida'a ha'ula'i lil-falsafa, okay, so the enmity, the opposition of philosophy, nashi'un, came from misunderstanding. Okay, because they misunderstand what philosophy is. That is why they misinterpret and they dislike al-falsafa. So that is according to Al-Kindi said, Inna ida'a hawla ila al-falsafa So the enmity, the opposition of these people to philosophy is due to their su'ul fahm, is due to their misunderstanding. Okay, is due to their misunderstanding of philosophy. Okay, so that is, it says, so this their opposition is due to their misunderstanding. Okay, innahum guraba'un anil haq. Innahum gurabahum, that is the jumla of gharib. Gharib meaning to say they are juhala'u. Guraba'u yani juhala'u from al-jahil. They are ignorant of the truth. Innahum guraba'un anil haq. They are ignorant of the truth. Wa anta tawajjahu tatawajjahu, okay, bitijan al-haq min ghairi istihqaq. Okay, so they claim that they know the truth, but they actually do not know anything about the truth. Inna fi fatanihim dayyqan an asalibil haq wa fi qulubihim hasadan yahjibu idrakahum an nuril haq. Okay, inna fi fatanihim, in their mind, dayyqan, they have limitation that limits their capacity to know the methodology of truth. Okay, wa fi qulubihim, in their heart there is hasad, there is envy, there is a disease in their heart, and this disease yahjubuhum an idrak nur al-haq. So it stops them, the hasad in their mind stops them, prevents them from seeing the light of the truth. Innahum yahrusuna ala ma bi aydihim min a'radin dunyawiyyatin batila. They only like the material things, the dunya things, the worldly things that they have, the worldly gains that they have. Wa manasibun za'ila. They are only concerned about manasib. Manasib is jam'u of mansib. Mansib is daraja. Daraja, position. They are only concerned about their positions. Innahum yu'aduna al-falsafa. They oppose philosophy dhabban an karasihim al-mazura. Because dhabban here, khawfan, in fear, because they were afraid that philosophy will take their throne, their position from them. Because they know that when people knows the truth, when people realize the fact, they will not follow them anymore. So, in order not to get away from their position, that is the reason why they attack philosophy. Okay, allati nasabuha min ghairi istihqaq bal litara'usi wa tijaratu bid-din. So they only care about at-tara'us, about leadership, about their leadership position, and they care about tijaratun bid-din, about making trade, making a profit with with religion. Wahum udama uddin. They are ignorant of religion, meaning to say they are udama uddin. They lack religion. They don't have any religion. لأن من اتجر في شيء باعه. Anyone who trades something, when you trade something, when you specialize in trading something, you sell the thing. So these people, they specialize in trading religion. They sell religion. So when they sell the religion, they don't have the religion anymore. Okay, so they trade religion and they sell it. So that means they are udama uddin. They lack religion because they sold religion already. وَمَنْ بَاعَ شَيْئًا لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ. When you sell something to another person, you don't have the thing again. For example, people who sell al-fawakeh, fruits. When you go to the mall, when you go to the street to buy fruits. So when you buy fruit, what do you give? You give money to them and you take the fruit from them. So when you take the fruit from them, they don't have the fruit anymore. When you go to buy nasi lema in the shop, when you buy nasi gori in the shop, when you buy nasi ayam for food, you give money and you take the nasi. So the nasi that you take, they don't have it anymore. So they are udama unasi, they are udama uto'am, because they sold the to'am for you already, you took it. So they are udama udin because they sold their din. When you sell what you have, you don't have it again. So that is what Al-Kindi is saying. So these people who attack philosophy, they are actually sellers of religion. They sold religion and they cannot claim that they have religion again. وَمَنْ بَاعَ شَيْئًا لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ فَمَنْ تَجِرَ فِي الدِّينِ لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ دِينٌ فَمَنْ تَجِرَ فِي الدِّينِ. Anyone who sells religion, who trades in religion, لَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ دِينٌ, will not have religion again. وَيَحِقُّ أَنْ يَتَأَرَّى عَنِ الدِّينِ. So when you sell your religion, so normally and automatically, تَتَأَرَّى عَنِ الدِّينِ, so you are void of religion. You lack the religion. You don't have the religion again. مَنْ أَعْنَدَ قَنِيَّةَ الْأَشْيَاءِ بِحَقَائِقِهَا وَسَمَّاهَا كُفْرًا. Okay, so that is the concept, that is the explanation that Al-Kindi has to those who oppose philosophy. بَلْ إِنَّ الْكِنْدِ يُحَاوِلُ أَنْ يَلْزِمَ خُصُومَ الْفَلْسَفَةِ وَوُجُوبَ دِرَاسَتِهِمْ لَهَا. So rather, Al-Kindi encourages people, the people who oppose philosophy, he encourages them to study philosophy rather. وَذَلِكَ حِينَ يَقُولُ. Here he says, إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ إِمَّا أَنْ يَقُولُوا إِنَّ طَلَبَهَا وَاجِبٌ أَوْ غَيْرُ وَاجِبٌ. Those who oppose philosophy, they have two arguments. Argument number one, they can say it is important to study, and number two, they can say it is not important to study. فَإِنْ قَالُوا إِنَّ طَلَبَهَا وَاجِبٌ وَجَبَ عَلَيْهِمْ أَنْ يَطْلُبُوهَا. So if they say it is important to study philosophy, then it is important for them to study philosophy. So that is number one. Number two, if they say غَيْرُ wajib, if they say it is not important, فَيَتَحَتَّمُ عَلَيْهِمْ تَقْدِيمُ الدَّلِيلِ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. They have to give us reasons. They have to give us evidence. They have to give us proof why it is not important, why we cannot study philosophy. Okay, and again, when they are giving us proof, they cannot use anything. They are going to use al-adillatul aqliyya to give proof that philosophy is not good. And in using adillatul aqliyya, they are actually using philosophy. So that is what Al-Kindi says. وَهَذَا دَلِيلٌ لَا بُدَّ لَهُمْ أَنْ يَلْتَمِسُوهَا. Okay, لا بد لهم أن يلتمسوها من الفلسفة. And any dalil, any adilla, any proof, any hujjah, any burhan that they are going to give, okay, it must come from al-falsafa. التي هي علم الأشياء بحقائقها, which is the knowledge of everything. Okay, so by this, so this is the proof and this is the argument of Al-Kindi. So we are going to stop here because we have only 1 minute left. Okay, I understand that you may have another class. So this is where we are going to stop for today, inshallah. We are going to continue online in the next week class, bi-iznillah. نكتفي بهذا وبالله التوفيق والهداية. Before we go, if there's any question, we give like 5 minutes before we go. If there's any question or any comment or anything, okay, so we are going to entertain it. And don't forget to write your attendance, write your name and your matric number in the chat box, okay, for attendance purpose, okay. All right, okay, this is actually the answer to the previous question. Ilmu bihaqa'iq al-ashya, epistemology, okay, that is also another focus of philosophy. Nazariya al-Marifa, okay. So those who have not write their name and matric number, please do so for attendance purpose. So inshallah, we are going to wait for another 4 minutes, inshallah, for those who have any question or any comment before we postpone the class, inshallah. So the video, we have it on YouTube. I'm going to post it there after this, and also on our Facebook. It is recorded there. Inshallah, we will post it on there. And also on the WebEx, we are going to get the recordings from the IT department. Then we can share it with everyone, inshallah, very soon. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, thank you everyone for attending. We wish you tawfiq and hidayah in everything. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. Okay. Okay, so for those who are using this book, so we stop on page 147. We stop on page 147, and we will continue from page 147 in our next class, inshallah. Okay. So for those who are using the PDF book, so we'll stop on page 196. We stop on page 196, and we are going to continue from there in the next class, inshallah. Okay, we have just 1 minute left for those who have not written their attendance. Please do so. For those who have any comment, we have like 1 minute left, inshallah, before we go. Shukran lillah, thank you very much. Okay, so the time is up. نكتفي بهذا إن شاء الله حتى نلتقي في الفصل القادم وبالله التوفيق والهداية والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Walaikum salam. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, alhamdulillah.